Today we're going to make Portuguese chicken and rice. So I'm starting out with a hot pan. I'm going to sear the chicken first. I have about 8 drumsticks. You can use 8 pieces of chicken. Now this chicken has been marinating with salt, some garlic powder, some paprika, and just a little splash of white wine. It's been marinating for probably half hour, and it's going to be room temperature. So I'm going to sear this first, and then we're going to finish. The ingredients for the recipe are about a cup of chopped carrots, 1 small diced onion, about a half a cup of diced chopped tomatoes. We have 2 cups of rice. This is the long grain rice. And we have 4 cups of chicken broth with water. So it's in half and half. It's 2 cups of chicken broth, 2 cups of water. And we also have some salt, of course. Okay, so the chicken is searing. So there we go. I'm going to flip it over. We're going to sear it first so it gets a lot of flavor. So again, you can use a cut up chicken. Doesn't have to be drumsticks. It can be thighs. It can be boneless chicken thighs too. You can do that. So this is searing nicely for a couple more minutes. Just stir it around, get it seared on both sides. This recipe is a family favorite and a classic Portuguese comfort food. Alright, so now this is seared on both sides. This is probably going to take maybe 5-8 minutes. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add some chopped onion. And the onion's going to caramelize a little bit, gives it a nice flavor. I'm going to add some carrots. So this is going to keep sauteing maybe, I don't know, a couple minutes. What I'm going to do now, onions have cooked a little bit, sauteed, the carrots are a little cooked. This is searing, which is fine. Now I'm going to add a half a cup of chopped tomatoes. It can be any kinds of tomatoes, nothing fancy. This is going to blend nicely. There's a lot of flavors. You're building flavors here. Now you don't have to use the carrots. This is optional. Okay, so this, you can see it's getting a nice golden color. The tomatoes are cooking. So I'd say maybe 2-3 minutes. We're going to add maybe a cup of the broth. And what this is going to do, this is going to cook for probably maybe 20-30 minutes so that the chicken cooks down. So I've added my bay leaf, small bay leaf. We're going to cover this, and I'm going to reducing the heat to medium, and I'm going to cover it. This is going to cook for probably 20 minutes, maybe half hour, depending. I'm just going to check on it once in a while, give it a stir, and see how it's doing. Okay, it's been about, probably 10 minutes, so I'm checking on it. It's cooking nicely. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to add a little more salt, maybe a teaspoon of salt. So it's looking good. Now also, you don't have to add tomatoes either in this recipe. It's a very versatile dish. You don't have to, you can just make it basic, simple. It smells delicious already. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to cover it again, and I'm going to come back in another maybe 15-20 minutes. Alright, so it's been about 20 minutes. The chicken is just about cooked. So we're going to check. If you notice some of the skin is loosening and it comes out, you can just pull that skin out if you don't like it. That's fine. Just pull it out. Now you can also use the skinless thighs, skinless drumsticks. If you don't like that skin in there, that's fine. Okay, so now this is the time we're going to add our rice. So we're going to add the rice. Add the rest of our chicken broth in water. Give it a nice stir. So what's going to happen is the rice is going to cook now, and the chicken's going to cook even more. And all the flavors are going to absorb into each other. Now this is a dark golden color. This is because of the browning of the onions and the tomatoes. But of course, if you don't use those tomatoes, your broth will be lighter. And that's fine too. Okay, so it's nice and stirred. Make sure your heat is at medium. We're going to give this a stir, like I said, and then we're going to cover it. We're going to come back in about 15 minutes and check on it. Okay, everyone, we're back. It's been about 15 minutes. So as you can see, the rice is cooked. It's smelling wonderful. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to give it a little stir. I'm going to turn off the heat. Okay, give it a nice stir. Okay, looks great. What I like to do, you don't have to do it, I add maybe a half a cup of frozen peas. And the frozen peas are going to cook right in that steam. So you don't have to keep the heat on because they're going to cook. Look how beautiful that looks. Okay, so I'm gonna let it sit for about 5 minutes so it absorbs a little bit more and those peas cook. So I'm gonna give it a cover for a few minutes. Okay, everyone, it's been about 5 minutes. So it's perfectly cooked. So we're gonna taste it. I'm gonna get some chicken, some rice, and I like a firm rice. So if you like a rice that's more well cooked, go ahead and let it cook a little longer, but you may need to add a little bit more water or chicken broth. Okay. This looks delicious. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna try it. It's delicious. Okay, everyone. Hope you enjoyed the recipe. Have a great day.